Welcome to Furniture Industry News for Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. I'm here to bring you key updates that matter to furniture professionals across the country. Let's start with some positive news from the housing market. Recent data shows that housing completions in June rose by 15.5% compared to June of last year, reaching 1.71 million units. This is great news for our industry because more completed homes means more people moving in and needing furniture. The construction market has been a key driver for furniture demand, and this uptick in completion suggests we could see increased demand in the coming months as families settle into their new spaces. What's particularly encouraging is that this isn't just a one-month spike. The data shows consistent growth, with completions also up 10.1% from the previous month. For furniture retailers and manufacturers, this translates to a larger pool of potential customers who will be shopping for everything from bedroom sets to living room furniture to complete their new homes. However, we need to keep an eye on some challenges in the construction pipeline. While completions are up, building permits have shown some weakness, dropping 4.4% compared to last year. Housing starts have also been mixed, though they did increase slightly in June to 1.32 million units. This tells us that while current demand looks good, we might see some slowdown in future furniture demand if fewer homes are being started today. Speaking of demand, let's talk about what's happening with consumers right now. Consumer sentiment has been showing some interesting patterns that directly impact furniture purchases. Recent surveys indicate that inflation expectations are improving, which is good news for big-ticket purchases like furniture. When people feel more confident about price stability, they're more willing to make major investments in their homes. But here's where it gets tricky for our industry. While overall sentiment is improving, consumers are becoming much more price conscious. They're actively looking for more discounts and deals before making purchases. This shift in shopping behavior means furniture retailers need to be smart about their pricing strategies and promotional calendars. The days of customers readily paying full price might be behind us for a while. What's driving this discount-seeking behavior? Consumers are buying fewer non-essential items to save money. Now, furniture sits in an interesting spot here. It's not exactly non-essential, especially for people moving into new homes, but it's definitely something people can delay purchasing if they're feeling financially pressured. This means timing your marketing and sales efforts becomes even more critical. The data shows that consumers are reshuffling their spending budgets, with financial well-being taking another hit recently. This doesn't mean they've stopped spending entirely, but they're being much more selective about where their money goes. For furniture professionals, this translates to needing to clearly communicate value and possibly adjusting product mix to include more affordable options alongside premium pieces. There's a bright spot in all of this consumer behavior, though. Back-to-school shopping season is driving people back to stores, and this increased foot traffic could benefit furniture retailers, especially those selling items like desks, chairs, and bedroom furniture for students. The ICSC reports that consumers are heading to stores for back-to-school shopping, and smart furniture retailers can capitalize on this traffic by highlighting products that appeal to families preparing for the new school year. This seasonal shopping pattern also gives us insight into consumer psychology right now. People are still willing to spend money on items they view as necessary or important for their families. The key for furniture retailers is positioning their products as essential for creating productive, comfortable learning and living spaces. Looking at the bigger picture, the relationship between housing construction and furniture demand remains strong. Even with some softening in construction activity, the millions of housing completions we're seeing create a substantial market for furniture. The challenge is that consumers are approaching these purchases differently than they did a few years ago. They're more research-focused, more price-sensitive, and more likely to wait for sales. This means furniture businesses need to be more strategic about inventory management, more creative with financing options, and more aggressive with marketing that emphasizes value and necessity rather than just style or luxury. The construction data also tells us something important about timing. With building permits down but completions up, we're working through a pipeline of homes that were started months ago. This suggests that furniture demand from new home purchases might remain steady for the next several months, but could slow down later in the year if construction activity doesn't pick up. For manufacturers, this data suggests the importance of maintaining flexible production schedules and keeping a close eye on regional construction trends. Some markets might continue seeing strong demand while others slow down, and being able to adjust production and distribution accordingly will be crucial. The consumer sentiment data reinforces that success in today's market requires understanding that your customers are dealing with financial pressures even if they're still in the market for furniture. They want to buy, but they want to feel smart about their purchases. This means highlighting durability, multifunctionality, and long-term value becomes more important than ever. Retailers who can combine attractive pricing with clear value propositions and convenient shopping experiences are likely to capture more of the available demand. This might mean investing more in online capabilities, offering more flexible payment options, or creating bundles that help customers feel like they're getting more for their money. As we move through the rest of 2025, these trends suggest that the furniture industry will need to stay nimble. The fundamentals remain positive with housing completions driving demand, but the consumer approach to purchasing is evolving. Success will come to those who adapt their strategies to meet customers where they are financially and emotionally. That wraps up today's update on the key trends affecting our industry. The furniture business is always evolving, and staying informed about these market shifts can make the difference between thriving and just surviving. If you found today's insights valuable, please subscribe to Furniture Industry News so you don't miss future episodes. Until next time, keep adapting, stay informed, and we'll see you soon with more industry news that matters.